Welcome back to Clean Tech Talk. Today, we're doing a deep dive into something really interesting, an industrial innovation that's really making waves here in the U.S. market. We're talking about dry ice blasting machines. Our plan is to kind of strip away the jargon and show you why this tech is, well, pretty revolutionary.
Yeah, it really is. What's fascinating, I think, is how it gives you this really powerful cleaning effect, but it's also incredibly gentle
Hmm.
and, environmentally responsible too. That really sets it apart from the older, more traditional methods.
Okay, so let's break down the basics then. How does it work? We're talking solid carbon dioxide, right? Pellets or microparticles?
Exactly. Solid CO2 propelled in a pressurized airstream.
And the big thing is it's non-abrasive. Unlike, say, sandblasting or using plastic beads. Plus, it's non-conductive, non-flammable, non-toxic. But how does it clean if it's not abrasive?
Ah, right. That's the clever bit.
Yeah.
It's all about physics. When that tiny pellet of dry ice hits the surface, it sublimates instantly,
Go straight from solid to gas.
straight to gas. And that rapid change absorbs a lot of heat very quickly, creating a thermal shock. That shock breaks the bond holding the contaminant, like grease or paint, to the surface.
Okay, thermal shock. Makes sense.
But there's more. As it turns to gas, it expands massively. We're talking about 800 times its original volume, almost like a tiny explosion. This expansion generates microscopic shock waves.
Wow, 800 times.
Yeah. So these shock waves effectively lift the contaminant off the surface. Crucially, this all happens without damaging the actual surface underneath and leaves absolutely zero secondary waste. No sand, no beads, nothing left behind.
And the CO2 itself.
Often reclaimed CO2, a byproduct from other industrial processes like making ethanol. So it's, a genuinely green circular solution.
That 800x expansion, though, does that intense thermal shock, does it ever risk damaging delicate stuff? Is there a trade-off? No.
That's a fair question.
Sure.
But unlike abrasive blasting, where you're basically hitting the surface hard, here the impact is super brief. The sublimation and expansion happen away from the surface, lifting the dirt off. So it's actually incredibly safe, even for really sensitive, high-precision components.
Right.
It prevents that micro damage you might get otherwise.
Gotcha. Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. Where is this being used? What's the real-world impact?
Oh, absolutely. Let's talk food and beverage. Big one. It's FDA approved, and you can clean equipment. Think ovens, conveyors, mixers.
Yeah.
You can clean them in place.
In place, even while they're hot.
Yep, even while hot sometimes.
Yeah.
It removes grease, baked on gunk, even nasty bacteria like salmonella, and all without water or harsh chemicals. Imagine the reduction in downtime. It's huge.
Okay, yeah, less downtime means more production. I could see that.
It's a paradigm shift, really. Continuous production where before you needed these long, costly shutdowns for cleaning, that's a massive competitive advantage.
And it's not just food, right? I remember reading about automotive and aerospace.
Definitely. And automotive, think cleaning complex molds, engine parts, things like that. And aerospace, cleaning delicate aircraft parts, turbine blades. Again, that non-abrasive quality is absolutely critical.
Because you can't risk damaging those high-precision, super expensive components.
Exactly. Any micro damage could compromise performance or safety. So, yeah, it's vital there.
So, stepping back, what's the bigger picture here? The market. We're seeing pretty significant growth projections, right? Especially North America, the U.S. leading the way.
The numbers do vary a bit, how forecasts are.
Yeah, I saw Transparency Market Research talking maybe $1.4 billion going up to $3.5 billion globally by 2034. But then Maximize Market Research had smaller figures like $116 million to $145 million by 2030.
Right, there's variation.
Hmm.
But the trend is undeniably positive and strong. It's not just about selling more machines, it shows this fundamental shift. Industries are prioritizing sustainability, efficiency. It signals huge opportunities.
So what's driving that growth? Eco-friendly pressure, efficiency gains?
Both, absolutely. That push for greener practices is a major factor, and the efficiency gains are massive. Some reports mention cutting cleaning time by, up to 80%.
80%.
Yeah, huge savings. Plus, there's ongoing tech advancement making the machines better, easier to use.
But there must be challenges, right? Like initial cost, getting the dry ice.
For sure, the initial investment can be significant, no doubt.
Uh-huh.
And dry ice logistics, getting it delivered, storing it, that's been a hurdle historically.
So how are manufacturers getting around that?
Innovation, mainly. Companies like Aelith or Kircher with their L2P tech,
Yeah.
they're offering on-site dry ice production. You basically have a machine that converts liquid CO2, which is easier to store and transport, into dry ice pellets right when you need them.
Ah, okay. Makes sense. Makes it much more practical.
Exactly. Solves that logistics problem. And it's interesting, the U.S. isn't just a big market. We're actually a notable exporter of these machines, too. Shows real domestic expertise.
So, thinking about it, dry ice blasting. It's more than just, a better cleaning method. It feels like it's pushing boundaries. Efficiency, sustainability, even worker
But
safety.
well said. It really is.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many other sort of small-scale innovations are quietly changing entire industries right now? Something to think about. And hey, as a special thank you to our listeners, you can now enjoy 10% off your next purchase at Iolith. Just use the promo code AIOLITH2025 at checkout. That's AIOLAETH 2-025. Don't miss out.